Hello, 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 dreamers. Perla here, as always. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. So this is Monday's Love Messages Pick a Card Extended. We're going to go ahead and we're going to jump right on in, okay? So for those of you that chose card number one, we had the camera. We were talking about this energy about someone looking at your old pictures or someone reminiscing, somebody missing you, somebody wishing that they would have done things differently with you. This energy of a little too late. Let's go ahead and let's see. Can we clarify this? Okay, yeah, somebody's coming trying to offer love after a connection has run its course. There is, for you at least in this sense, no turning back. Some of you are, I am picking up this little energy of like being a little frustrated that this person's energy continues to come up in your energy, and you're just like, you know what, I'm trying to find out what else is coming in for me. What else is coming in? Like, is there somebody new coming in? Like, what is going on here that this person just continues to come around? Well, what is happening within this space is like I feel like the more that you disconnect or you disengage with this energy, this person kind of like energetically feels it, and they become so much more attached to you, or they want to be so much more attached to you, so they continue to come up in your energetic field, unfortunately. I know that it's not what you want to hear. You can do some type of like cord cutting if you want. There's very simple ways that you can do it yourself, or you can pay somebody else to do it for you. I do offer cord cutting, excuse me. I do not have it on my website though. It is something that I only do when I feel guided to do it. But there are plenty of people out there that do it. You can also Google it, you can research it, or just sit with yourself. That's honestly the best way to do it. I always say sit with yourself and ask spirit, okay, how do I cut the cord with this person? Like, what is it I have to do? And even if something that comes up seems completely out there, like, oh my God, I've never heard of somebody doing this. Guess what? It's not meant for everybody else to do it. It's meant for you to do it. This is what is going to help you energetically completely disconnect from this person, so that this person's energy doesn't continue to surface every time you're looking for a reading. Because I do feel like this person's energy is almost kind of like hovering over yours. Yeah, their energy is like hovering over your energy, and there's needing to be some type of energetic cord cutting here. Unless you like the attention, and there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you like to hear that this person regrets what it is that they're doing. The interesting thing here is that I don't necessarily see them telling you directly that they miss you, or telling you directly that they they messed up, but they are confiding in someone else. So you are finding out from like a third person how this person really feels. And I'm not gonna lie, it makes you it boosts your confidence a little. It gives you a little extra something, is really what I should say. Because it is nice to know that, yeah, you know what, like, I told you so. It's kind of like the energy that I'm picking up. Like, yeah, somebody really does regret letting you go. Somebody really regrets how they treated you and how a relationship ended because of the way that they showed up in a relationship, in a connection. And I feel that for some of you, maybe hearing this, that they do regret it, hearing that they wish they could have done things differently. I think that that's part of, for some of you, again, and this is a non-judgmental place, okay? Different people need different things. For those of you that needed to hear that, needed to know that, it is helping you finally, like, completely close the door on this. There's something within that space. You know, maybe this was a connection that made you question your worth as a person, made you question your sanity. And now seeing or realizing that, yeah, this person, like, this was true. Like, what I lived with this person, these experiences, like, I wasn't going crazy. This was real. But something that you needed in order to finally walk away or move away from this without carrying this around, and without questioning yourself, whether it was that this was all in your head, or was this really what actually happened, right? Because a lot of the times when people hurt you, especially when they're doing it intentionally, they tend to lie about it. They tend to say like, oh, I never did this and this and that. And for a lot of you, it's like, yeah, you kind of did. There's a couple of signs here that are popping up right off the bat, that I'm picking up energetically. Water signs, Pisces, Scorpios mainly, are the energies that I'm picking up. I'm also picking up fire signs. Aries is coming up. And that is pretty much it, because I'm not going to make up stuff that I'm not picking up. But those were the three main signs. So these may be, one of those signs may be yours, or one of those signs may be theirs. And again, that can be either your sun sign, moon, or rising, just so that you are aware. Alrighty. Anything else for it? Anything else for card number one? Nope. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's move on to card number two. This was the runner. And the runner, I'm running towards you. I'm running towards you. I'm running. Guys, if you didn't come to laugh, I don't know what to tell you. You're dealing here with somebody that is trying to run back towards you. Someone is trying to rekindle something. They need you is what I keep on hearing. Why am I seeing a cross right now? For a very long time, you felt, when we talk about Jesus, right? Jesus had his cross to carry. He like carry like an actual cross, right? And a lot of people within like Christianity and like other religions, they say like, oh, we all have our cross to bear, right? And for a lot of you, you felt for a really long time that this relationship or this connection, the dysfunctioning within this connection was a cross that you were meant to bear for the rest of your life. And somewhere along the lines, people was like, hey, my love, that's not what this is. You're supposed to learn from this so that you can walk away from this person. And I feel that you're finally in that space where you've learned what this connection with this person really is. And you're not going back. You're not allowing this person back. And the fact that this person is not just seeing it physically, because I feel that for a lot of you guys, you either have them blocked, or if you are in contact with them because you guys have children or have like properties or whatever it is, like there's something that may be tying you guys together. You're keeping your conversations with this person very direct, very like focused on either the children or whatever it is that you guys need to talk about, and you're not letting it straight into anything else. And also energetically, this person definitely feels that you are done with them, and they feel like they need to pull you back in. There's something about the connection with this person where they're it's almost kind of like this obsessive, lustful type of energy. There is a huge there's huge lust here, not necessarily love. And I'm sorry to say that. I'm not, again, nothing here is meant to trigger you in a way to try to make you feel bad or anything like that. It's about triggering you in order to wake you up to certain things. Did this person care for you in their own way is the only way that I can say it. But this was more lustful, and this was more about what it is that they can get from you, what it is that they can receive from you. This was not an equal give and take partnership. You were constantly giving more than what you were receiving, and you were constantly penalized whenever you tried to speak up for yourself. That was like the main thing that kind of surprised me as I'm picking up in this energy. Like how it was almost kind of like you were made to feel like, when you were like a child and your parents are correcting you and you would talk back, and it's like, how dare you, like in school, like how dare you talk back to a teacher? Like that's how I grew up. Like teachers were like parents figures, right? Like if they said something, even if they were wrong, you had to be like, yes, whatever their name was, right? Mr. and Mrs. whatever. And it's almost kind of like this energy where when it came to this person, that child aspect of you of fear for authority was heavily imposed on you, where this person literally spoke to you as if they were your parent. Like, how dare you question me, regardless of whatever that was. Like, you could have been like, oh, hey, are you coming straight home after work? And it's like, oh, how dare you? Like, who do you think you are to know where I'm going after work? Like that type of energy. And again, I don't care whether you're male or female. These are not gender specific, guys. I'm just letting you know the energy that you were dealing with. And yeah, this person is trying everything that they possibly can to try to get back in your good graces. They're at least trying to get on your radar, to be honest with you. They want you to know, like, even like, okay, like it could be something simple. I'm going to use dogs because I have 2 dogs. I have kids as well, but I feel like I used like, kids co-parenting a lot as example. So like, let's say you guys are sharing custody of your dogs, which I don't, which I love. I only share custody of my kids. Anyways, so let's say you guys are supposed to exchange like at the dog park or whatever, and you get there and you're just like here, and then she goes ahead and she tries to like flirt with you, like, oh my God, you're looking so handsome, you're looking so good, or you're hitting the gym. Or he goes ahead and he's like, oh, you're looking nice. Oh, that dress looks nice. Like, it's something of that matter where they're trying to compliment you, but the only reason why they're trying to compliment you is because they're trying to catch you on a hook to see if they can still get the reaction that they used to from you when it comes to like that lustful type of energy. Well, that is all that I have for that. Let's go ahead and let's move on to card number a trust. The chaser. My love, I'm going to be completely honest with you. This is going to be definitely like your energy. You were definitely the chaser within this connection. You were bending backwards for someone that wouldn't even jump over a puddle for you. It wouldn't even jump over a puddle, like a 2-inch puddle for you. That's like a step. That's not even a jump. And you're realizing now that you've walked away from this, how much you actually gave to this person, how much of yourself you actually lost within a connection. There is, I'm not gonna lie, some embarrassment around this energy. Like there are certain things that you've never shared with other people when it comes to this connection, things that you actually did, things that you actually allow yourself to experience, is the way that I'm going to put it. And what you have to understand, or what I want to remind you of this week, is to have a little bit of grace with yourself. The version of you that put up with certain behaviors, the version of you that allowed certain conditions, certain behaviors, certain environmental things to happen, was doing the best that she or he could. That version of you was doing what you thought was right at that moment in time. For a lot of you, you take relationships, commitment to the extreme where, you may have been brought up like if you get married, you never get divorced type of mentality, or we're in this till we die, like literally. And it's like, that is very honorable, but if somebody is mistreating you, or somebody is physically abusing you, or somebody is mentally abusing you, or somebody's emotionally, sexually abusing you within a relationship, I'm sorry, all of that effing crap until we die is voided, because they are seriously in some way, shape, or form guiding you to your grave a lot sooner. When people are within connections like physically abused, mentally abused, sexually abused, etc., there is a huge high risk of, depression, suicidal thoughts, etc., and feeling worthless, and a bunch of other things that can occur, right? And with physically abused, especially, like somebody can seriously like unalive you, like right there and then. And for a lot of you, it's like you're realizing that version of you was seeking something. You were seeking some type of approval. You were seeking some type of security within that connection. And I feel that that's the reason why you stayed within that connection a lot longer than what you should have. I think that that's the reason why you fought for something. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like a year into this, you knew, between like 6 months to a year into this connection, you knew that this was not it. Your spirit was telling you to run. And again, you kept going back to the space of like, well, I committed to this. I committed to this person. I cannot just quit. And sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is call it quits. It's knowing that no matter how much you put into something, how much you try to fix something, some things are just not meant to be mended. Some things are not meant to be put back together. They're just not. And, regardless of how long it took you to get to this point of realizing that, I want you to honor every aspect of yourself. I want you to embrace and to integrate every part of yourself, every version of yourself, from before you got into this connection to while you were in it to the point that you are now out of it. Because every single version of yourself, from before, in the midst of it, and after, is still a part of yourself that deserves to be honored, deserves to be respected, and deserves to be treated with grace. Well, guys, that is all that I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.